This is Seth Vidya Mandir English High School and Junior College of Science and Commerce. HSC Online Audio Video Lecture Series. I am Beena Raikar, teaching Organization of Commerce and Management. This is the fourth chapter I'm continuing with, that is Business Services. This is the seventh part, and that is the topic today is warehousing. We always need different types of goods in our day-to-day life. We may buy some of these items in bulk and stock them in our house. Similarly, businessmen also need a variety of goods for their use. Some of them may not be available at the time, but we may need those goods throughout the year. For example, sugarcane is produced during a particular period of the year. Since sugar production takes place throughout the year, there is a need to supply sugarcane continuously. So, proper storage is needed for sugarcane, and after production, sugar is also needed to be stored for some time before distribution. Storage involves proper arrangement for preserving goods from the time of production till its actual use or consumption. Okay, and for that we say we need a warehouse, that is a place to keep the goods. So warehousing refers to storage of goods and consists of all those activities which are connected with storage and preserving of goods. Warehousing can be defined as group of activities connected with the storing and preserving of goods from the time of production till the time of consumption. When this storage is done on a large scale in a specific manner, we say it as warehousing. The place where goods are kept is called a warehouse. Warehousing creates time utility and makes goods available at the time of requirement. Definition: a warehouse is defined as an establishment for storage or accumulation of goods. Now let's see what a warehouse does, or the functions of warehouse. This is the pic of a big warehouse. The first function is storage, then price stabilization, risk bearing, financing, grading and packing, transportation, time and place utility, processing. Okay, all these functions, 8 functions, are of the warehouse. I'm repeating again, the functions are storage, price stabilization, risk bearing, financing, grading and packing, transportation, time and place utility, processing. Let's see the first one. The first function is storage. It is a basic function of warehousing. Surplus commodities which are not needed immediately can be stored in warehouse. They can be supplied as and when needed by the customers. Here two important words are very important, that is surplus commodities, and second in as and when needed. Okay. Next one is price stabilization. Warehouse plays a very important in the process of price stabilization. It is achieved by the creation of time utility by warehousing. In warehouses, actual large stock of goods are kept. Whenever there is a shortage in the market, goods can be immediately supplied through warehouses, which helps in stabilization of the price to avoid rise in price due to demand and supply differences. So what is price stabilization is to avoid a rise in price. And how it is done? It is done when goods are immediately supplied to the market. And from where will the goods come? From the warehouse. So it is creation of time utility by the warehousing that price is stabilized. The next one is risk bearing. When the goods are stored in warehouses, they are exposed to many risks in the form of theft, deterioration, fire, etc. Warehouses are constructed in such a way that they minimize this risk. A warehouse keeper has to take the reasonable care of the goods and safeguard them against various risks. For any loss or damage sustained by goods, warehouse keeper shall be liable to the owners of the goods. Okay, so over here, risk bearing, you have many risks involved. So the construction of a warehouse is very important. Similarly, the warehouse keeper has a very important role in taking care of the goods and safeguarding them against various risks. Similarly, the warehouse keeper will be liable, okay, for any damage done to the goods. The fourth one is financing. Loans can be raised from the warehouse keeper or from financial institutions against the goods stored by the owner. Goods act as security for the warehouse keeper or for the financial institution. That is, the quantity of the goods kept in a warehouse can be raised as loan. Okay, so the warehouse keeper or the owner of the goods can raise loans, can take loans from financial institutions. In this manner, warehousing, it acts as a source of finance. The fifth one is grading and packing. Warehouses nowadays provide the facilities of packing, processing and grading of goods. Goods can be packed in convenient sizes as per the instructions of the owner. Sixth one is transportation. Warehouses can provide transportation facilities to bulk depositors. It collects goods from one place of production and also sends goods to the place of delivery on the request of the owner. Goods are always manufactured in a factory. From there, it has been transported to the warehouse. Similarly, from the warehouse, again the goods are transported to the place of delivery, to the wholesaler or the retailer. So transportation plays a very important role. Seventh one, time and place utility. Warehouses create time utility by preserving the goods till they are demanded. Here see the picture is there for go down with sacks of grains. These grains are preserved in a warehouse. The warehouse keeper have to look after these grains till they have been demanded in the market. The next one is it also creates place utility by providing the goods at a place where they are required. The picture is of material. This material will be transported to a place where it is required, to a market where it is required, and so it creates place utility. Processing. Certain commodities are not consumed in the form they are produced. Processing is required to make them consumable. For example, paddy is polished, fruits are ripened, etc. Similarly, sugar is obtained from sugarcane. So this is all a processing process which is done in a warehouse. So a warehouse undertakes such activities on behalf of the owner. I hope you have all understood the functions of warehousing. I'll just will revise. The first one is storage. Second one is price stabilization. Third, risk bearing. Fourth, financing. Fifth, grading and packing. Sixth, transportation. Seventh, time and place utility. And the last one is processing. Okay. Thank you, students.